headed down to Dunlap and thought I'd take the old road down. This road has some memories for me. 20 years ago, well, let's see, now we're talking 30 years ago, 1990. Yeah, wow, it's been a while. I worked over here in the main office of an organization, state organization. I was a program director of. It was a rural rehab program, and so you can see the highway. Can you see the new highway over there? Anyway, there was its office was based in Dunlap, Tennessee, and this is how I had to go to work and come home every day. They were literally building 111 over there while I was working there. It was a 2-year grant. The Tennessee THDA, Tennessee Housing and Development Association administration. Had a 2-year grant to help locals, families that surrounded Hamilton County, the 9 counties that and they gave them grants for renovation loans, like to renovate wells and do roofs and insulation work, stuff like that. But this is the old road, and you better watch your butt on this road. It's actually closed to through traffic. They let local people use it, and I'm local, obviously. So here's the first one of the little switchbacks. It's kind of dangerous, especially in the snow and rain. But can you imagine? This used to be the main road up and over the mountain, Flat Top Mountain, for many years. It's also one of the original routes of the Trail of Tears. If you look at the path of the Trail of Tears through East Tennessee, you'll see that it comes through one of the trails. There were several trails. It wasn't actually just one Trail of Tears, but if you'll look at the path through East Tennessee, and through Dunlap, Tennessee especially, you'll see that the Trail of Tears came through here. There's lots of legends too back where the original settlers and the natives, had conflict, and it's kind of funny. I was talking to this one guy who knows some of the history up near my property, and there was this old Indian medicine man, and he walked hunched over, and they called him, his Indian name was something like, the English version of his Native American name was Bent Walker, like he was hunched over. And the branch that runs behind my house is called Bent Walker Branch. So the old medicine man apparently hung out there. They had a little village or something back there near this. There's a spring that's a year-round spring, and that spring feeds the branch that goes behind my house. You can see why nobody ever takes this road. You practically have to come to a stop to make these turns. So there's these legends where there was little skirmishes or whatever, and then when the Native Americans had to leave and were pushed out and taken along the Trail of Tears out to Oklahoma or wherever, they said that the old medicine man cursed the land. And of course, guess who finds this out after he buys property? Yeah. So someday I'm going to take you guys back there to the branch, and there's an old bent tree. This tree is awesome. I can't wait to show it. Oh man. And now we're finally getting down to the bottom. But there's an old bent tree, so I'm not sure if the creek is named after the branch leads to a creek. Okay, the thing behind my house is a branch that leads to a creek that leads to a river down the mountain. Okay, so I'm not sure how it's got its name, either from the old medicine man or the tree that's back there, that's been back there forever, like it's like over 100 years old. But anyway, just some interesting history of the area. It's funny, I could have been to Dunlap 10 minutes ago if I hadn't come down this old road. The new road, 111, is just a straight shot down the mountain. You can drive like 80 miles an hour downhill. It's only like a 6% grade the way they engineered it. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. Barrett keeps telling me we need to do a series on the Bent Walker Bridge back there. And I'm trying to get in touch with some of the local representatives of the local, Cherokee tribe. Because Cherokee were really big. We actually have a Cherokee Indian. I'm sorry, I'm from the old generation, okay, when it was okay to call them Indians. Cherokee, the Native American reservation, if you look up Cherokee reservations, you'll see there's one just across the Tennessee line into North Carolina. It's at Murphy. But over at a place called Moccasin Bend, we found Native American sites that are like 15, 20,000 years old. Yeah, pretty old. And you can look that up too. So this area, southeast Tennessee, is, has a lot of tradition. And I think we're finally making it here. Let's see, I forgot which way to go. I think I can go this way. Get there quicker. Oh yeah, this way will take you to where the new highway comes down. You can see the new highway up there is cut into the mountain up there. But yeah, Barrett and I were thinking about doing some historical videos on that Bent Walker branch. And I was trying to get some of the Native American representatives from the local area to come and see if they know of any traditions or stories of back in the day, because this area was really popular with all the rivers and streams and the wildlife and just all the natural resources. The Native Americans really loved it here, and it's kind of a shame we couldn't have all just, that's one thing I've never really understood, is how we never were able to coexist with the Native Americans. It's kind of a mystery to me. But you can see this is the Sequatchie Valley, and it's one of the most beautiful places I think you could live. As a matter of fact, we're having a lot of trouble with people from up north coming down and buying up a bunch of property. And I didn't mean to say it's a problem. I just mean it's starting to become more popular. So here you can see we're finally coming up on the highway. One thing it just occurred to me is that I should have gone the other way, because I don't think this way has a ramp to get onto the. Let's see. Up here, yeah. So yeah, maybe in the near future, Barrett and I will be doing some filming down there. There we go, 111. Look that up. Look up Trail of Tears, Southeast Tennessee, Trail of Tears, and Sequatchie Valley. You'll see it's a beautiful area. All right.